But this is the point. This is what these fans don't understand about business, bro. Like the money has to be made somewhere. So if you can't increase your match day revenue by getting more seats, then we have to put up the price of the seats, bro. Do you know what I mean? Scarcity is obviously what creates value, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So because the seats are more scarce, yeah, they're worth more. So players like fans are gonna get priced out the game, and it's their fault.
Bro, it's already happened. The entirety of West Upper is now Westview, another version of hospitality. Parts of West Lower have been turned into hospitality. Parts of the family stand in East Lower and East Upper have all been turned into hospitality as well. The only like non-hospitality stands are Matthew Harding and the Shed, and the away fans take half the Shed anyway. Now you have a bunch of people complaining that it's impossible to get tickets unless they're spending like over 100, 200 quid. But this is why. This is why.
I hear it.
Like it's a frustrating situation that we're in right now. It really is.
Yeah, that's bro. It gets like that, man. And I mean, I see a few of the Chelsea fans saying, "Oh, like you'll miss the bridge." You won't, bruv. I'll be honest. Like, do you know what I mean?
I will miss the bridge, but like I can take the sentiment out.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You'll miss it. You'll miss it, but you won't miss it, bro. Like it's one of them ones. As soon as you get your new stadium, yeah, and it's lit, you won't miss it, bro. Like I'll be real. Like you just won't, innit? Like, bro, I've seen everything I need to see, yeah, at Old Trafford, bro. Like
facts.
It can die now. I've seen everything.
It's the same thing with me for Chelsea.
Yeah, like with Chelsea. What are you going to see at Chelsea you haven't seen? We've both seen our team win the champs. We've both seen our teams win the Prem, win the FA Cup. We've seen our teams win everything. The Europa League. We've seen our teams win everything there, bro. Now it closed the chapter, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? Tottenham got a new stadium and most of their fans ain't seen their team win shit. Do you know what I mean? So
exactly. Like, just give me a little screwdriver so I can take my seat with me on the last game. I don't give a damn.
But this is what I'm saying. Man saying this because your stadium's leaking. Bro, your stadium's not even big enough to leak, blood. You know them ones there? Like, it will just drown. Like, it's tiny. Like, your stadium can fit inside our stadium. It can fit inside it. Two of your stadiums
I think we have like the 9th highest allocated ground in the league, which says a lot for our team.
Bro, it's
and mental, the allocation went down when we got safe standing at Matthew Harding. It went from 42k to 40k. Well, now there's even less seats available because of all the hospitality stands added. Well, what is the point? Like, if this Else Court spot is a viable alternative, people need to just stop being bitches. This whole thing, oh, Chelsea's our home, Stamford Bridge is our home and everything. What, you want to have a 40k ground in 20 years?
Bro, even a 40k ground right now, yeah, is a championship stadium, bro. And there's teams in the championship with bigger stadiums than you, bro. You got smaller stadiums than
Sunderland and that.
This is the point. So, as man, have to take sentiment out of it, yeah. If you want your ticket prices to remain reasonable, you need more seats. That's it.
Well, like, even then, I think like they'll hike up the ticket prices anyway. But
they're still going to be small. They're going to be less. They're still going to be less than if you kept the 40k. Because when you move into a new stadium, they're going to put the ticket prices up because it's going to be a nicer stadium. But you'll see where your money's going. Do you know what I'm saying? Would you rather the new stadium, they put the tickets up by 20 quid, or they have to put the tickets up by 50 quid at this old stadium, yeah, because every seat's worth more, blood. I'll rather pay less for more than pay more for less. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what you'd end up doing if we stayed at Stamford Bridge. You'll pay more for less. No one wants to do that, bro.
And not even just that, there will just be more seats available too. Like, it is very difficult for Chelsea fans to get tickets now. I'm so grateful that I'm a season ticket holder now. Because if I was a member at this point, it would be damn near impossible for me to get a ticket. And even when we do, the atmosphere will be garbage anyway. So whatever, 100%. Let's just move. I want to do this whole it's our home thing. Like, people move on. But for some reason, our club's the only one that doesn't. I actually think there's fans that like that they have the control.
They do. That's what it is. It seems like that. It seems like that.
And like I get it because like no other fan base does, but it was about keeping Chelsea's best interests at heart. How is it our best interests to stay here?
It's not.
It's not. The best interest would be to keep us around Chelsea. And Look, we have a spot 5 minutes away. You couldn't ask for a better position to move to. I get the idea that Chelsea has to remain Chelsea. I always will. That's one thing I'll stand with. But when you're telling me there's a spot 5 minutes away, you've lost your ground. Because now I don't see any reason why we shouldn't move. It's just people want to be emotional. Chelsea's always been at Stamford Bridge. It must always be at Stamford Bridge. Get out of your feelings and move. Otherwise, this shit's only going to get worse.
100%. If you want your club to maintain its recent history of being able to keep up with the best clubs in the league, you need a new stadium.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe they'll go the whole way and do a Wimbledon thing. God forbid.
Ooh.
God forbid.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Because you know how I think Clear Lake bought the trademarks to the name Chelsea and the Chelsea. I'm keeping a little side eye on that. Suddenly the little logo switched to just the lion and all that. I'm keeping a little side eye. That was meant to be a 120-year anniversary thing, but it's suddenly not on our kit next season. Well, I thought it was going to be a 1-season thing. Maybe it isn't.
What, so you think that in the back of their mind, they might already have plans to just move you anyway?
I've got a theory, maybe.
Damn.
Maybe. Because, like, realistically, there's no other areas in West London. There isn't. It's always been a nightmare trying to look at other areas. There was a Battersea power station that's gone now. Else Court is still there, but I don't know if they're going to start moves on the flats or if they're going to see if we can try and get the pitch owners on side again. Bar that, I don't know anywhere in West London that's like got a mad amount of space, unless you want to like take up a park or something like like Scrubs and turn it into a stadium. And even then, that's like 30 minutes away from where Chelsea is.
Yeah, nah, here it's right by QPR. So yeah,
it's like 10 minutes away still.
Yeah, so man don't even know about that, bro. Man said that I think the Chelsea pitch owners would agree to move if they're given the same setup in the new stadium. Nah, you can fuck off, mate. Listen, if I bought a club and I owned a club, I ain't having no man telling me about they're having XYZ, bro. Like, listen, it's my club, bro. You ain't having no pitch, you ain't having no nothing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You can cut your little patch of grass, bro, and take that shit home, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm not so real as well. Like with the Stamford Bridge pitch was, I think with the pitch owners, if Stamford Bridge was to be sold, like the land, they'd get a percentage of that anyway. Because like they own the land.
Exactly. So what else would you want?
There's your money. Split between all of the pitch owners.
100%.
So you don't even have to like arrange no buyout with them or nothing.
Nah, facts. These men are doing too much, you know. They're doing way too much, bro. Like, if you want the best for your club, then you just understand here what needs to happen, period. Do you know what I'm saying? You had a good run. Do you know what I'm saying? Here's toast to the memories and you keep it moving, bro. You know what I'm saying?
People don't even like all this stuff about the sentiment for Stamford Bridge and everything. And then all I hear on a match day is how we're shit and our atmosphere is dead and no one makes any noise and the football's boring like that. You man barely enjoy going on the match day anyway. Half the time, it's just an opportunity to link up with your mates and go on a piss up.
Facts.
Why are you, man, caring now because we might have to move? It's pointless. You probably have a better experience.
Yeah.
But man, either, like, first off, they don't want to trust them because new owners. And I get they haven't really done a lot to earn your trust anyway. And second of all, man are just in their feelings. It's just fucking annoying. Yeah, price has been hiked up everywhere like it would in the new stadium. Prices are going up like in the new stadium. What is the difference? Except less seats available at higher prices and no atmosphere.
That man's talking about ashes are buried there, bro. Dig that shit up.
Yeah, Peter Osgood.
But dig that shit up, man. I told man already. Like, what are you talking about? It's like if it's in an urn or something and it's buried at bridge, man could dig that shit up. You get me? And that can roll. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what
you know what area it is? It's on the penalty spot at the shed.
Exactly.
So like, to me, obviously, I respect that his ashes are there and everything, but like, I'm also not going to completely change my opinion because of that. I'm not. Like,
man saying it's dark, bro. Listen, this guy is buried at the penalty spot, so dig it up and then bury it in a new one. Who cares? You know the way there. It's just like, bro, people move house all the time. Like the game is the game. Like I don't know what we're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's ashes, cuz. You know what are we saying? Because of one brother that Chelsea can't move. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it. Like if it's in an urn, even better, because then you actually can move it.
It has to be in an urn, because if it's not, like, it wouldn't make sense. Because if it was in something that would rot, it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then I'll be real. I don't know what to do with that one still, but yo, we gotta move.
But there you go.
It's not gonna make any change to me. I'll be so real. It's not,
brother. If man are doing that sentimental bollocks, I ain't got no time for it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if it was my own ashes that were there, I'd still say move it. Like, what's man talking about? What are we gonna do? Ask him if he's okay with moving. He's dead. Like,
no,
do you get it? Like, what are we gonna do?
I was like, get a Ouija board or something.
Do you know what I mean? We just say, "Oh, mate, do you mind?" Like, well, we're moving house. Do you mind? Like, bro, man's gone. Like,
no, I'm saying, look, I'm sure Peter Osgood would care about the best for Chelsea Football Club, and I believe the best for Chelsea Football Club is to move.
Well, exactly. So, this is the point. Do you know what I'm saying? If he's buried at Stamford Bridge, it's because they obviously think that, yeah, he would want what's best for Chelsea. And what's best for Chelsea is to fucking move. Like,
it was because he was the king. He was the king of Stamford Bridge. That was his name.
Well, there you go. Which means,
and
if there's another Stamford Bridge, he can still be the king of Stamford Bridge, or you can name a fucking state that stand after him if you haven't already.
No, like he got a statue outside Stamford Bridge. Well, I'll be real. Bring that to the new ground.
Well, there you go. Bring it to the new ground. Just give man a stand and that. Do you know what I'm saying? If you can't dig the ashes up, and we're good. You get me? Man, get a stand and a statue. There you go. Like, what's the point? Like, why are we pretending like this is difficult?
Yeah, because it's another sentimental argument. Someone's ashes are there. Like, all due respect, bro, we gotta move. We gotta move. One man's ashes is not a reason why we gotta stay in a 40k stadium for the remainder of our time as a club. It's not gonna work. That's never gonna work out for the benefit of this club. I'm sure even if Peter Osgood was here, God bless him and everything, I'm sure he'd probably want the same thing too.
Of course he would.
Because you can see where football is going.
He would want to compete with everyone else.
Exactly. And we're not. Everybody is looking at upgrading their grounds or have already upgraded, and we're sitting here with our 40k grounds trying to remember the good old days. It's pathetic. But this is what football fans are like in general, too emotionally fucking driven. And it means that we probably won't move until it's too late, or we end up having Chelsea moved in general as far away from Chelsea as possible.
Facts. Wait, this is what they said Man United were going to do with Old Trafford, give it to the women's team and make it smaller, innit? But then I think they changed their mind. And
feasible.
It could have been, because, bro, the thing is, if you lick down the stadium, like, you're just licking it down anyway. But the thing is, if you're running two stadiums, it's the running costs for both, innit? That's just what it is. More than anything, the electricity, all these other things. Because it would, wow, Stamford Bridge is so small, it might as well be the women's stadium, bro. I'll be honest, 40,000.
I hear it. Like, we've sold out women's games there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It might as well be the women's thing at 40,000. So
no, but even then, like, if that was, it would just be turned into flats, because that would have to be the reverse move. The flats that would be there would be moved to Chelsea. I was like, okay, fine.
That's it. Care. But knowing your owners, they'll probably lick down the stadium and build on top of it. Yeah, that's it. Your owners will probably build hotels on top of the stadium. You know them, it would make sense. Yeah, so they can get their money back.
And at least with the new ground, we probably wouldn't build hotels, but that would be because we'd have a massive new ground that we can just sell out for venues and NFL events and all of that, and then get the money that you need without the hotels. Hell, the hotels are only added as another way to get revenue, because we can only get a certain amount at the bridge.
Yeah,
there's like, these men want to do anything they can to, like, get one over on these owners. And it's like, okay, so you don't want us to be successful then? Because I don't have a lot of faith in these owners, but I want them to give me faith. I want to have a reason to believe that they actually have the best interests in our heart, other than the whole flip for profit thing. But I also think like we're going to be doing that up to 20 until we have a new venue, because like we have such a little amount of match day revenue per game compared to everybody else. All of our competitors in the league. So that's always going to hinder us. That's always going to impact us. It was never a problem under Roman. Roman would just throw money at the problem. It was a love thing. He didn't need profit. These owners need profit because they're just standard owners.
Yeah, they're business people.
And I feel like a lot of our fans haven't really got accustomed to that. Because like we're too used to the Roman era. We're too used to just like, Roman will just give us everything. It's fine. It don't matter. Well,
I hear it.
That's not here anymore.
That's it. Man said if you take down Bridge, you think Bashir with Fulham will go to Wembley.
We probably end up going to Wembley.
Yeah,
try
probably.
and figure out a way to make it work, because Fulham wouldn't be feasible. Fulham's allocation only would get every season ticket holder in, and then there's also hospitality seats and everything, so it just wouldn't work. It have to be Wembley or Twickenham, or God forbid you ground share of one of West Ham, Tottenham, and Arsenal.
Yeah, the Twickenham thing. I've heard that talk.
Although Twickenham don't want us anywhere near them, so
Fairs.
God forbid West Ham. I'd probably never do a game throughout that season. Fuck that. At least Arsenal and Tottenham's easy to get to. West Ham is a dump, a nightmare to get into. Their stewards suck, and an even bigger nightmare getting out of.
Oh yeah, because you got to go to Westfield, and then walk down. Yeah,
and you can't walk all the way down Westfield because they close all the exits during.
Yeah, so you have to walk all the way down on the roads. I've done it, man. Oh, that walk is jarring, blood. Some long ass walk, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, shit. I hear it.
Yeah, then either that or you go ground share with Tottenham and Arsenal, and like it would be funny to win a league title there before them, but bar that, I don't want to go to that ground any more than the one time we go anyway.
Nah, facts. You know what I'm saying?
So, facts. That's all of our decisions, but you know what? I'd rather that over in the future we end up just being moved far away from the bridge. Because then guess what? Then we aren't Chelsea anymore. And a big part of it is because we were too stubborn when it came to moving.
Yeah. No,
so I can't be annoyed at anyone bar our own fans.
That's what it boils down to, man. So, yeah, man, if they know what's best, you know what I mean, then, bruv, they'll do what needs to be done, innit?